The exhibition Corita Kent Joyful Revolutionary at the TAXISPALAIS Kunsthalle Tirol is the first solo of this renowned artist in Austria and the biggest show to date in the German-speaking countries. From the early 1950s onward, Kent worked mostly in serigraphs, which she considered an affordable and democratic art form. While early works contained figurative and religious motives, her work became increasingly political in the 1960s. And this is the period that I wanted to focus on in this show. So the works that you can see here are both pop art and precursors of the pictures generation, and her affiliation and investment in pop art that wanted to merge elite and popular culture was interestingly driven and fed by her commitment in the revitalization and renewal of religious life brought about by the Second Vatican Council. In Kent's work, the one was put at the service of the other, resulting in her art's unique and challenging defiance of classification. She was a fervent advocate for peace and social justice and became a well-known public figure as an artist, as an educator, and also as a nun in 1960. And she was, for example, also featured on the cover of Newsweek in 1967. It was important to me to not start the exhibition chronologically, but with a series of 1968 called the Circus Alphabet, and that you see right behind me, as these works introduce some characteristics of Kent's artistic approach. The prints are identified by the 26 letters of the alphabet and bear quotations from E. E. Cummings, Adlai Stevenson, Joan Baez, Albert Camus, Rainer Maria Rilke, Henry David Thoreau, John Dewey, and others. Some of the illustrations are from the Ringling Museum of the Circus. Others come from early American advertisement, especially a special handbook from which showed early American advertising. What you can see really well in this series is that Corita Kent transposes ordinary, everyday phenomena into aspects of political, spiritual, and philosophical dimensions, proceeding from the simple and familiar, and as exemplified here by the circus, advertising, the alphabet, and primary colors. Yet these simple individual elements of culture are alienated and recontextualized, and we are thus challenged to perceive them as, and perceive and also interpret them as catalysts of complexity. In the early 1960s, Kent transforms words and letters into visual images. Advertising slogans and brand logos from supermarket chains, toast and gasoline are twisted, rotated, cropped, and mobilized in the spirit of 20th century religious life. In the late 1960s, the work that you can see in the exhibition hall downstairs, she features photographs appropriated from the mass media of such personalities as Martin Luther King, Coretta Scott King, Cesar Chavez, Daniel and Philip Berrigan, and many others. In these works, Kent explicitly professed her support for social and political causes, such as the civil rights movement and the resistance to the war in Vietnam.